Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is Kajetan coming back to you with another market outlook video. And yeah, so what I do here is that I come every week and I analyze the markets, preparing us for the new week. Okay, so yeah. So without further ado, just do well to like and subscribe, do well to turn on post notifications, do well to share the video to as many as will need it. Okay, and without further ado, let's just dive into the charts. And yes, the first pair we'll just be going over is USD JPY. I hope everybody can see my screen. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, so what's the daily time frame showing us? Alright, yeah, so as I anticipated, UJ is still very bullish, right? It's just coming after a break of structure, and this is a very dangerous place to trade from, though. You understand? Because price can reverse at any point to give a retracement to the downside, right? Could retrace and just could give a retracement to the downside before continuing upward again. But yeah, we are just following the trend until price says, okay, I'm not going with that trend anymore. Then we can now change our bias. But for now, USD JPY is very bullish, and we could just be looking for sales. Sorry, be looking for price to retrace. Looking for price to retrace from this high, come back down, and then they'll give us an up push to the upside. Okay, so that's just the analysis for UJ. UJ is buying. Just keep buying, right? The trend is your friend. Alright, so for BTC, USD, currently price is still selling. So that's even come after a break of structure here. Yeah, it could just take out this high. Here, and yeah, it could just now start falling after it takes out that high. Yeah, so that's just the analysis for BTC USD. And yeah, nothing too much, nothing too crazy about BTC, but you can just be looking for sales to that downside, and yeah, it should be good. Now for XAU USD, we are going to run through this. And yeah, XAU USD has been bearish, generally has bearish, but remember the last video I spoke about this low, right? And that is the target for me, so I will still be selling XAU till this low is taken. But or maybe if price says otherwise, or maybe this high is taken. If this high is taken, this high here, if this high is taken, if that high is taken, then we can be looking for buys again on XAU USD. But for now, XAU USD is still selling, and yeah, this is the target. Okay, yeah, so you can just be looking for sales to the downside. And how can you now look for sales from this recent order block? You can just be looking for sales. If this high is taken again, you might not be looking for buys to the upside. And yeah, we can see price do something like this and just keep going. Okay, but as long as price has not broken, cancel. So as long as price has not broken this high, we'll still be looking for sales to take out that low that I marked earlier. So for Euro USD is still quite bearish. It's very bearish indeed. So yeah, we're still looking for sales, right? So last week what we saw was that Euro USD took out this high, and after it took out this high, it broke structure to the downside. Okay, so we can label this the liquidity sweep, and we can label this the break of structure. Okay, yeah, so after this break of structure, what are we expecting? For me, right, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we'll see that there's still another block that is left unrespected there. As I was saying that Euro USD has some unrespected other blocks, right? And so after it broke structure to the downside now, what I am expecting is that price comes here. Maybe after it takes out this low, it comes, takes out this liquidity, taps into this other block, gives us a change of character, and then yeah, we'll now see another push to this downside, taking out this low possibly. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm expecting on Euro USD. So I'm expecting buys to this high, then sells from this other block. Okay, so yeah, however we want to frame the analysis. So that's what me I expect Euro USD to do next week. So that is the plan, and yeah, you plan your trade and you trade your plan. Okay, yeah. So yes, which other pair? Which other pair? GBP USD. Okay, so what do we see on GBP USD? Right, I've been screaming about this high. I've been screaming about this high. These descending highs that GU formed there. I've been screaming about it, and yes. So last week we were expecting GU to busy last week. Last 2 weeks we were expecting GU to respect this other block, and it gave an initial reaction, but it came swept liquidity here, and then went up. Then after that it came back and one bullish move took out all these descending highs, and after it took out that high, you can see it started falling again to the downside, right? You can see after it got to this high, it took out that liquidity, then it started falling again to the downside. So you can just see what G is doing, and it has been playing out as we have been analyzing. Okay, so what do I expect to see next week on GU now? I expect maybe a retracement that takes out this liquidity high, comes back down, gives us a change of character, and then you can see something like this to the downside. Okay, so that is what I expect. That is what I expect on GBP USD. Of for now, that's what I expect. So I expect, sorry. So I expect us to come and take out this low here. So this is the next low that I'm looking at. So if it comes, it takes out this low, and then we can now continue our bearish move. Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm expecting on GBP. So if GBP can come and take out this high, then fine. Or if it doesn't, it can also react from this other block, right? Maybe price engineers liquidity around here, then takes it and taps into this other block, and then we can see another down move. But yeah, we are reacting to what price does. We are not trying to predict what price does, right? So yeah, so the next pair will now be AUD USD. AUD USD. Let's go to the daily time frame to see what AUD USD is doing. So we can see that AUD USD is quite bearish too, like other USD pairs. So AUD USD, it got to an interesting order block on the weekly or the monthly time frame. It came and it has been bearish ever since. So after this bearish leg here, we're looking for where price would retrace to and possibly take liquidity from there. Okay, so you can see that the only liquidity high in this entire move here was this high here, and so what now happened was that if you go to the 4-hour time frame, you could see that AUD has come close to that high, but it has not taken it. So I believe that liquidity will draw price to this high, and it will come and take out that high. So that is now what now facilitates this setup that I have now currently. So I want AUD came, it took out this low, it gave an initial reaction, right? Then it gave an initial reaction indicating that price will buy from this zone now, although it's not 100%, but yes, this is just the idea. So I expect price to come and take out this low as liquidity, tap into this other block, and then come and take out this high and even this high that we marked on the higher time frame. Yeah, so that's the setup I have for next week. I might set this up, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so the next that's what I expect. So if AUD comes to take out this, comes to take out this high, you might be seeing another bearish move on AU. you might be seeing another bearish move. So as I was saying, this is the analysis for AUD/USD for this coming week, and yeah, let's just see how it plays out, right? You can also see other confluences. We are seeing all these descending highs, so we want price to come and take out these highs, use it as liquidity to fuel the next bearish move to the downside. Okay, so yes, that's what I'm expecting on AUD/USD. Moving on to USD CAD. So USD CAD has been very bullish. It came and took out this high, and after it took out that high, we've seen a retracement to the downside. So I don't know, this is not a healthy retracement for me. It's not a healthy retracement for me. It has never retraced up to, let's say, discount price from this entire bullish move. It has not retraced the discount price, so I cannot say what my buyer sees is at the moment, but you can just expect a retracement, a deeper retracement, possibly even to take out this high. Then we can now see some corrective patterns, yes, and then we can now long USD CAD again. But for now, USD CAD, I want to sell, but selling is not also advised because it's counter trend. So yes, so that's what I just have to say about USD CAD. Then JPY. Okay, now JPY is very bullish, but I think almost throughout last week, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, that's 4 days. In 4 days, JPY has not moved up to, it has just been in a solid range. You can just see it, so it has been on a range. I don't know whether it wants to retrace, I don't know whether it wants to continue upward, but anytime there is a ranging market like this, you can see that there's a lot of indecision in the market, and it has not even charted a way it wants to go yet. So we cannot do anything about it, but we just have to wait to see what JPY does. But what I would like to see is this kind of move now. I want it to come and take this liquidity low that we've been waiting for weeks now. Come and take out this low. Once you take out this low, then to continue higher. That's what I want to see, but it might not do it like that. But yes, that's what I'm expecting it to do. So if it takes out this low, very fine. We can now be looking to buy from this zone again and take it to the upside. Yeah. So yeah, on to the next AUD/JPY. I don't really trade this pair, but yeah, you can just see price is also bullish here. It came, took out this liquidity low, and it has been flying ever since. It has just been flying. So the next target is this high. If it takes out this high, we can look for another retracement to the downside, and then we can now look to buy again. Okay, so yeah, that's just the thing. So the next high, the next liquidity point now for it to come and take out is this high. So if it comes to take out this high, fine, then we'll just move to wait for it to give a retracement, and then we continue again. So life is not hard, life is just it's easy. Okay, so EUR/JPY, what do I expect on EUR/JPY? I just expect EUR/JPY to keep buying. So this is the target for me until it gets to this high, or maybe this other block too here could be a hindrance to this move. But let's see, this is the aim, because EUR/JPY has been bullish ever since. So you can just see it has been bullish, except the pair just wants to sell, use this other block to sell. But generally I don't think it will. Might just keep buying because that's already had a deep retracement. See, one full candle, one candle like this took out some of this low, and it's already buying again. So that is what I have for EUR/JPY at the moment. So yeah, I think that's just all the pairs on my watch list. If there's anyone you want me to review, you can just write it down in the comments. I will look at it and review it next market outlook. So yeah, that's just all for the video. Do well to like, do well to subscribe, and yes, God bless us all. Amen. Alright, so I wish you a very, very good trading week, full of profits and good things. Alright, so see you in the next one. Bye bye.